A few words about Paul, not some Paul living nearby here, but Paul the alien, as in the film with Simon Pegg, Kristen Wiig, and some of the more important roles. An excellent cast, including Sigourney Weaver, who has a few minutes on screen. Quite a few other actors take part in what is a film that has not had a good reception from the critics. If you look on IMDb, which I always recommend, you can have the Metascore, an average rating. What did the critics say on average? The important ones, not, nowadays you have in excess of 600 critics. So, ideas, opinions on a movie, but they take the important variety, let's say, has to be almost always, because it's specialized. The Guardian, the New York Times, the Rolling Stone, one is no Entertainment Weekly, and so on. So they look at what these publications have said, and then you have an average, and that's a very good indication. If the average is not enthusiastic, you have to think about it. And when it's in the yellow, orange zone, like for this movie, that means that maybe you can try and select another movie to watch. However, having said that, I can't say this is on my list of best 200 comedies or something like that. But there were some good moments. It's also this notion from positive psychology. So one of the many rules we can and perhaps should apply in order to be happier, more optimistic, which means that we would then live longer, have better professional, private lives. There's a tendency to get sick less often, for the positive. Now with the pandemic, that's important. And when that happens, they've studied positive people who get the flu spend less time being sick than the rest. And by the way, speaking, this is a comedy. Shit happens. I mean, termina if you heard. I'm sure you heard that one. They mischievous. Potolește-te, măi. Comedy so makes sense, right? But this is interesting. Even thinking, making the plan, I will watch a comedy tonight. I have to watch something with Grandpa, a new comedy with De Niro. Oh, that means a small boost in the reported level of happiness. Studies have shown, and even the idea that you will see them can make one a little bit happier. Oops. So the rule I was going to mention a long time ago was lower your expectations. When you come with high expectations, you're likely to be disappointed and less happy. I came with seeing that this is not wonderful. First of all, I didn't give it my full attention. No way, Paul. Besides, it's true, I've seen segments of it before. I've seen it maybe a year ago, so some of it. And coming with lower expectations, I sort of enjoyed Paul, which is a road movie in some ways, with a character that looks like E.T. And it's coming from outer space, has some superpowers and good moments, funny, some of them, to use, sometimes for the good, at times just for morbid humor. For instance, they're driving this super camper, this trailer, whatever, the RV, recreation vehicle, to British people. And they find this alien. And the bird hits the vehicle. She's down on the road, nice little bird. The alien comes, takes it into his hands, and has a moment of concentration, of nirvana, and what else. And the bird is alive. Oh, the other two characters are happy. We are happy in the audience. And then he eats it. Oh, say the two Englishmen. What? I can't eat a dead bird, he says. So I suppose this is funny. Well, in some ways. He might use that power later on. And then there's the character of Kristen Wiig, very, very interesting, and I liked the way she played it, and I enjoyed her presence. Come to think of it, more than the rest. I mean, I'm not a fan of Simon Pegg, really, so there you go. That's bias already, not lowering expectations, but coming with a bias, with a prejudice, unfortunately. Maybe. So she is met on the road. What's at the camp for RVs on, and she's a sort of a fundamentalist, grotesque, exaggerated, and amusing, therefore, and walks into the vehicle, and the alien is in the bathroom, and well, you were 3, okay. So she goes into some Bible fundamentalist interpretation of the Bible, because you have those of creationism. Well, we all know God created the world 6,000 years ago or so. But the alien disagrees. And she, no, what do you mean? She knocks at the door, come on. And she sees it. And as an argument, he walks out, the alien, and says, and how do you explain me if this is the way? And she's passed out. And then he's working his miracle powers, some of the ones he used on the dead bird, and through her brain transformation, I guess something similar to what was the name of that movie with there's a miracle drug, and you take it, and it's Bradley Cooper. Takes the drug, and then he learns Spanish in 1 hour, and because it's so powerful, and it's mentioned often that we use the brain, only 20% of it, and the rest is not in operation for most of the time. With that drug, limitless. Is it limitless? Anyway, you learn to play the piano in 1 day, In a few hours, he learned Portuguese and so on. So the woman has this and then she starts swearing she wants to fornicate and so on because she's giving up on that Bible fundamentalism. So all in all, watchable maybe.